Mike, what's your thoughts on the game and then how it all played out?
Really happy to get a win against a good team. And there were some things we can improve on. So I always think it's, I think we can learn from a win. I don't think you have to lose to learn. And I think there's a lot we can learn from that.
Guys got such a good lead out. Were you a bit disappointed in the last quarter, or was it sort of one of those games that got a bit wild?
It's frustrating to see the lead dwindle because the guys played so well. So, yeah, I was frustrated at the time, but it's a win, and I'm really happy that we got the win. And the guys are going in the right directions and trying to do the right direction and trying to do things on the day-to-day how we want to do it. And we're not there yet. So I'm not disappointed. I'm stoked. I think that's 4 wins in a row for a team that started 1-3. So, that coincided with Gorjak and Allen and Gary and Ben and Will getting healthy. And but it's still 4 wins in a row. So, yeah, I'm excited.
It's sometimes easy for us to say, oh, you got the 2 big guys back. That's been the difference. But what changes have you seen along with their addition that's helped this team get these wins?
Definitely the players being here is the main reason we are a better team. But within the group, the day-to-day of kind of finding some core values and then trying to live by them day by day and failing one day at practice and then coming back and trying to do it better and talking about it. And then same thing in the game. We had 4 different 4 different quarters, I guess you could say, today. And so we just need to learn from that and kind of say, does that line up with what we said we're going to do? And then there's basketball stuff, too, that's important. So, yeah, it's all in a big mix, and it's not a 2-week fix or this guy gets back, it's a fix. It's us building day by day, and I think we're trying to do that the right way.
Will, what got you going today? Because you look like you took a pretty painful blow last week to your quad or whatever it was. How did you get yourself going so early and keep yourself, going this game?
I mean, with that, you just stay aggressive. I don't think you were ever going into games at this point healthy, to like a full healthy. Like, nobody ever plays 100%. So you just go out there and strap up and go play, So I just approach each game the same and just go out there and help contribute.
And he went on holiday all week. So he just
so I'm kind of fresh,
chilling.
I've been chilling.
So, yeah, fresh legs. No, he trained one day, and but he was engaged and vocal the whole time, and also super positive about thinking he could play. But as Luke Brennan said, he played the vet card very well this week.
Hey, you'll make it 9 years without pulling some vet cards. So.
Used it too early, though.
How tough was it to contend with, I guess, the different funky lineups that New Zealand was throwing out there tonight? I mean, they subbed 2 players out after 30 seconds. They went small quite a lot. They mixed things up defensively in and out of that zone at times. And you guys had to really adjust your offensive style throughout the game.
Well, if you ask me after 3 quarters, I'd say, gosh, that was really easy. We just adjusted to everything well. But now after 4, it was tough. They did a really good job of changing things up and when they needed to, and it got us on our back foot. So we haven't figured it out. I'm glad there's not 5 quarters, but we did make plays down the stretch that were big, and I think they got to feeling good and hit some threes, and the ball trickles out. Glidden hits a 3, and they were feeling it. So yeah, it was tough, but we need to learn from that.
And Will, from your perspective, facing those different lineups and different defenses, how does that help this team to grow as you progress through the season, those sorts of challenges?
It helps a lot. I mean, because at some point in the season, you're going to face a zone like that for a whole quarter. Generally, when teams are, playing bad, you got to figure out something to kind of get yourself back going. So they went zone. It's just something that you got to learn from. You can't really learn from it and play well in the future without going through something like that and knowing what to do going forward. So I think that it helped us. It's a learning experience. I think guys going forward now will kind of understand the importance of kind of taking things each possession seriously and just knowing how to break down his own. So.
And Mike, just lastly from me, you're back in the southeast. You know this fan base pretty well. But you guys have built a fortress here at home. You're undefeated this season. I think it's like now 14 of 16 wins dating back to last season. How important is that, especially with the way the Melbourne schedules always are, kind of front-loaded with the Australian Open coming up, to really maximise that homestand?
Yeah, I think defending your home court is huge and so important. It's hard to say you treat it like a different game, but I think the guys feel good about playing here, and the fans are amazing here. Come out and there's a band playing. It's just awesome. So great atmosphere, and we don't really talk about it being, let's defend home court, but it feels good for the guys, and I think they're getting a little rhythm here.
Mike, Mitch Creek really set the tone defensively in that first period, and then he come out with the good offense as the game wore on. How impactful was he as a leader of the team?
Yeah, he is the leader of the team, and it's been, I think he's been stellar, like through everything, through other guys' injuries, through his own, and also there's times when, because there are other guys, 5 guys scoring in double figures, we got some guys that can, or 6 guys sometimes. He hasn't got as many touches as maybe he's had in the past, and so see he had 20 tonight, but I think he had 10 the other day, and he played really well, and we won the game. So I think his leadership has been amazing, and his buy-in has been really good, and I think if we can get that buy-in from him and the other leaders on the team, that we'll keep getting better.
Mike, you said Al Williams was 6 minutes to go or whatever, and didn't bring him back until late. Were you just trying to get by and give him some rest and things, or was it just the lineups?
I was trying to get stops, and they attacked us in pick and roll really well and got downhill, and so I put a smaller lineup out there for a little while, and then and in saying that, they played some small ball lineups where Al played really well, and they were zoning on the other end, so that was just a change up for me to try to get some stops. I thought if we could stop the flow of offense for them, that we could give ourselves a little more breathing room, and that didn't work. And then he came back in and was ready to go and hit a big shot, and kept himself going on the defensive end as well.
Ben Ayres been a real energizer coming off the bench. How important has it been, not just coming off the bench, but as the team for the coaching staff and also for Will? How much has he pushed you throughout the season?
Oh, he's great because, with me, every day he's going to bring the energy. So he keeps me engaged. Sometimes when you kind of just like, you're tired or whatnot, he brings the energy no matter what. Rain, shine, rain, sunny, he's there. So it's great to have a guy like that on the team and brings that presence because it keeps the group going, So he's doing everything that we ask him to do. He's brilliant. So he comes in. He was super efficient tonight. Nobody's really going to talk about it, but he was super efficient. So just having a guy like that can come in without being in a flow or in a rhythm by playing a lot of minutes, he can come in and contribute like that is priceless. So hats off to him. He's playing really well.
Fair enough. Well done, guys. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.